Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and you're watching Transport Fever, and it's 1940. So it's the very tail end of 1940, which means that when I said I was going to roll it forward by a couple of months, I may have been underplaying the amount by which I was going to roll it forward, because we're about a year ahead of where we were at the end of the last episode. And there goes the Orient Express. Probably, yep, there we go, with a full suite of passengers on board, and it is making me plenty of money, although this year it's down a little. I wonder why that is. I don't wonder too much, though, obviously. But we're here just outside Krakow because, it's the first Orient Express that I found. Sorry, very noisy here. It's quite a busy town. Because as was described at the end of the last episode, what we're going to do today is we're going to remodel a town. And I know that I said I wasn't going to do Krakow because I'd done too much on it already. Actually, this is the one place that if I were to redevelop it, we'd get the most bang for our buck. Because we'd get fewer queuing scenarios like this happy-go-lucky chap here, who's currently waiting. The Krakow Transcontinental, frankly, is a little light on passengers. 44 capacity. I think we can do quite a lot better than that. What are you? Detroit, Krakow, that's more like it. 100 passengers. But we are coming towards the end of the age of steam. This doesn't mean that we won't be using steam engines in the future, but we will be selective and use the ones that are most suited to the job at hand. So big boy fans out there, of which I know is just about everybody, despite the fact that in every playthrough you see people go, it's big boy time, and they proceed to then, fling 500 of them on their network. Yeah, it's good. It's going to happen because it's a can get things done kind of a locomotive, and there's a nice opening shot for you. Obviously, we missed the payoff there of the opening shot, and now there's a ruddy building in the way. Yeah, all right, okay. Well, it's not going to get much better than this as far as intros are concerned. As we mystically float through buildings, I shall head out to the Colonel Failure bombastic theme tune, and I shall see you on the other side. Find a good shot first. Well, as you can plainly see, you speak the big boy's name, and lo, he doth appear. The Union Pacific big boy is now available. Well, I've got 100 million quid, give or take, in the bank, and it's not going to stay that way for very long. If I'm planning to redevelop a city, then frankly, sticking a big boy on a couple of routes would also make a bit of sense. Yes. Before we go any further, I want to turn your attention to today's napkin of the day, given that I've got it up in front of me. And this one is from Warmongering Anorak, which is a name to conjure, and it is in fact the Krakow Junction Bridge Fandango, which is over here, around here is where it lives. There we go. So the suggestion is that freight gets its own line going across there. We do more with passenger tracks. To be honest, the attention to detail on this map is pretty splendid. Oh, hold on, that's a whole nother new track that does some kind of sub-river tunnel kind of a deal. Gracious me. Well, there's a lot going on in there, isn't there? The Krakow Bridge Junction remodelling. I only just built it. You can't make me do it again now. I'll do it. I'll invariably do it again later, but not today. Right, now then, let's get to work on redeving Krakow, and in order to make that work, first thing first is you hold your horses there, then, Chief. We're gonna let everything out first, and whatever your caper is, you're gonna stop it. There we go. Those two should provide enough of a roadblock that we can clear the station. Anyone else coming in, and then we can lay about the pause button and set about quite a lot of demolition. Now, the reason I wasn't going to do Krakow, as mentioned, was that I had done quite a lot on it already, and I want to spread the attention a little. But I think when it comes down to it, there are several towns that would certainly benefit from a bit more work. Let's just say all the towns would benefit from a bit more work, but Krakow is the one that's holding up maximum profitability at the moment. And that will probably about do it, although there's two A4s passing each other, so that's nice. Right, pause. Okay, right, now then, the sound of steam has ceased, and the question is, what are we going to do? Well, first thing, we'll try just the humble upgrade button. I have absolutely no doubt this isn't going to work. Outdated, please use new station. Well, how likely is the game's going to crash if I try and use the old station? Oh, I don't like any of this. Okay, right, it's not going to... That's broken. Fine. Okay, so bulldozing it is the way forward. We're not going to be able to upgrade... I could probably remove the bus stop and then try it, although look at the age of these buses. They are complete... I mean, they've had it. Somehow people are still riding on board the thing, probably getting leprosy in the process, but that's not slowing them down. It's not dampening their spirits. Right, let's... Oh, I don't know how I'm going to do this. It's going to be violent and expensive, I suspect. Step one, do this. Don't think too much. Press the button. There we go, that was exciting. Now then, keeping this bus stop where it is probably beneficial. What are we looking at to get rid of this lot? Quite a bit. Think less, bulldoze more. It's a mantra to live by. Makes you happy. It's certainly cathartic, and will fill you full of joy as it empties out your bank account. Oh, you did. Nice try, Miggins. Get out. Right, now, what that's done for me is it's freed up this section here, which I can turn into any number of tracks that will get the job done. I could also probably put a passing track in the middle while we're about it, because I'm... Please hold. Since I'll be remodelling the entrance and exits, that might come in useful as well. I'm gonna take it as read that these trees will comply with whatever stylistic building I happen to deploy. If I get rid of that bit there, that's 2 million quid. I think we'll keep that building as is then. Because, you know, I like spending a bit of cash, but let's not get carried away. Let's do a 1920 era station. Are we going to electrify it? I don't think we are. What do we got? Urban new. Yes. Actually, let's do all of this development work out here. Right, street size. Street size is good, but I think I'll probably have difficulty in getting that to connect to anything. Now, we did have a three-track platform previously. Let's up it to... Well, let's keep it at 320 metres, which I'm pretty sure is what we had. And then let's have a look at a 5. And we'll have one set that are through, and then 3 that are termini. And that should still suffice. I don't know how much through traffic we're getting. That would have been worth making a note of beforehand, don't you think? Well, yeah, probably. No, all right. Let's go for 4 that pass through and 1 termini. No, that's too many. 2 termini, 3 pass through. 3's a rubbish number. All right, let's go for 6 track station then. And we're going to need the external connections. It'd be quite nice to have a passing track in there as well. What are we looking at now? That's quite the footprint. And then I want Main Street connection on both sides as well. I want everything, basically. You know, give me the works. Don't scrimp on any of it. Where's the catenary? We can turn that off. In fact, we're not going to, because I don't want to have to redevelop this again. We're going to turn it on, and we're going to have high speed at the same time. There we are. Right, now then, how do you feel about everything? Well, a small amount of bulldozing is going to be required, but we've already done a large amount of bulldozing, so I'm not disheartened about that. If we change... Did I not put a passing track in? I took it back out, didn't I? Give me a P... No, we've got PXX. I think a single passing lane will be sufficient. Now then, let's have a look. It's going to have to come out this way, otherwise this is just going to not... hold on, no, unless we do it this way. Yeah, like that. Right, so then we make track 1 as you look at it now. Obviously this isn't going to work yet because the bus station's in the way. And I think we want a 400 here as well by the looks of it. Right, there we go. Oh, for a moment there I thought it had gone... There you go, yes, you can have that. Well done. Congratulations, you. You have adequately placed your new station. We are going to have to delete the other side of town as well, which means moving the bus depot. Oh, dearie me. Oh well. I heard you wanted a challenge. Yep, get rid of it. And looking at it, this entire Strasse might have to go. But you know, it takes a bold individual to be this reckless with their expenditure, and I am such a bold individual. This kink here, it could cause some problems. Let's lay in the station again and see just what level of problem we're talking about. We might get away with it. To be honest, I think these, if I could just shorten the roads. That's surely an option. Street size S for sure. Ah, there we go. 10. Max strip. You live this time, kinky other side of the street. Alright, good. Now then, how much more run up do you want over there? A bit more run up, so we'll move it down this way a bit. And somewhere I'll figure out how I can get that bus step and station stop, terminal, station stop, terminal, back into the mix. How does that look? Yeah, I've got enough room to play with there, I think. Now, you've got your passing track up here. That's fine. You've got a double track down the end, which is going to involve a certain amount of kinkitude coming out from under that bridge, which I am not going to change. The bridge is a legacy of the old times, and therefore will be left intact. So if I come out this way a little bit more... then we'll have the option to swerve the station in the direction that will make that work. I'm a little bit wary of this underground road that I've got going on. Tunnel, I think people call it. All right, yeah, I think that'll work. And all being well, which obviously it will be, do it, press the button. Go on, no guts, no glory, press the button. We're doing this. Right, now here's where the bus station stop station was before. If I place this back in, obviously it will pick up straight away. But because we've got the second street connection going on there, it shouldn't have any kind of a problem. What the heck is that? Road rail crossing. Oh, I've not played with that one before. Oh, that's an adventure waiting to happen. Right, now then. I'm going to need you to be like properly snug. Snugger still, ideally. As snug as you possibly can make yourself. Otherwise, I'll have to bend the track around the outside, and I don't really want to do that. That will... Tell you what, we'll put it there, and then see how that works. Obviously, this is not a clean line there now. Right, now then, if we look at the approach, I'm going to have to do some route remodelling, obviously enough. Right, we've got 6 lines coming through there. Let's decide which the major through line is, and I quite like the middle for this particular gig. So let's, you know what, we might as well electrify it as well, to save having to do it later. I want plenty of speed. What's CJ's OR? CJ's tracks original poles. Okay. CJ's tracks standard modded poles. Thrilling. Okay. Standard tracks wooden sleepers. Yeah. Okay. Where's the option to go? You know, where's the super fast stuff? Because I am aware of track that will allow you to go faster than 160, which is about 100 miles per hour. the 16. These are your 160s. Standard poles. 160 it seems to top out at. Intriguing. Oh, hold on. What's this? All. Okay, right. Maybe, yeah, it will live in here, won't it? There goes standard track, and there's high speed. Right, let's not go high speed. And my reason for this is rather like the station approach towards Sioux Falls. I quite like the idea of... let's get back down here. Give me the standard modded. Let's see what that looks like. And then I think a top speed of around 60. Let's not get carried away. I think 60? Yeah, I think 60. Do you, though? Sure you don't want 80? No. Let's do this and see what it looks like. All right, then. Right, okay, so here's my... This is going to be my through channel. And I'll tell you what, having those poles spaced out a little bit more really improves the appearance of the thing. Well done, CJ and your poles. You have done a fine thing there. Right, let's bang that one in as well. Now then, I've got 3 tracks potentially down here. So, no, wrong button. So let's wang that down there. Now, obviously, that's been wanged down there for the moment without any necessary agenda in place. We shall attempt to form an agenda over time. Meanwhile, let's do that, and another one, and then probably one more. No, not one more. We only need 4. Right, and then you'll go out like that. I also want you on that on the passing track as well. This is where this is going to prove to be a little challenging. Hello. Right, now then. I'm going to invite you to connect to these 2 tracks. Some kind of Y-type junction here would be absolutely tremendous. And I freely admit that might not be what you've got in mind. Maybe I can pull a second track off. Oh, there you go. See, that's a Y-type junction going on there. Admittedly, it's a Y that's been stepped on by a small child who wasn't really looking where they were going. But it is a Y-type junction. Because my thinking here is that this passing track in the centre, and yes, I'm getting it too. I am also feeling I wish the tracks weren't different colours. Yeah, I also wish the tracks weren't different colours. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll make these standard speed instead, given that it's highly unlikely anyone's actually going to be passing through. If they're passing through, they'll use the passing through track, and we've already got that set as a... Well, I'll tell you what else. Hold on, bring me up the track tool here. This would be ace. Give me 20 kilometres an hour, and then 60 metre spacing. No, let's go for the standard spacing. Which is the original? The original is... Oh, I can't remember. I think it's 35. And then we'll do that. Right, so anything that's passing through has to go dead slow. That will look brilliant. It will. No, trust me. That's going to look absolutely bonanza time. Oh, you already had the spacey poles in there. Right, now then, we were doing 60 with everything else at a 60 metre range. So let's fling this on as far as about there. These poles are having a little bit of an argument over what the correct layout is. But you know what? I can go with it. You know, if you look at the any kind of track layout on your way into a modern electrified station that has overhead lines like this, it does tend to get a little bit chaotic because they don't often build it all in one go. There's often a little bit of, oh no, hold on, we did that wrong, or oh, we need a bit more. All right, now, I haven't got points or signals or anything like that yet because I really haven't thought any of this through. I know, there's a shocker. Right, so if... And why would you have the freight passing track there? It's just going to have to cross over other things, you know. Anyway, let's run you out to there. And then we'll give you the choice of running out to here as well. I suspect that's another passing lane. All right, no. I went reaching for an undo button there. I mean, how long have I been playing this? And I should really be more than aware that there is no such thing as an undo button. Right, we'll make these 80 kilometers an hour. And then I don't really want to go too far. I'll tell you what, 80 will be absolutely fine because at some point we'll upgrade all of this to high speed. And that will sort us right out. Okay, yeah, I know. I still haven't really thought through exactly what I'm doing with that bit of passing track. I'll do something with it, I'm sure. Right. Bulldoze some of this back again. There you go. And then you, sir, come around here. Snap onto that one. There you go. You come through this way. You can snap onto that one. And then you... I don't know. I mean, the only thing it's likely to head towards is Steel Central, but I don't think we actually come this way. I thought we came through... Oh, we do come through Barcelona. Okay. All right. Well, we can make that work. I mean, it's going to block everything. I mean, I could look at getting... I'm going to hate myself for saying this, and it is going to lead to the only thing we do today. I could make this a flying junction, couldn't I? That flies over the top of here and then merges onto that one. Because these two are going to come around here like this. And very merrily sling themselves onto this approach. That's fine. That's pretty normal. Something like that. Right. That's going to work out just dandy. There we go. Rather like no. Rather like yes. And then I don't know how I'm going to make this flying junction work. You know, It's not a format I've previously seen working. But let's, and because it's snapped, I can't even change the elevation of the thing. Surely I'm wrong about that. No, apparently because it's snapped, I can't even change the elevation of the thing. So if I get rid of this and that, and we put those in afterwards, which is not going to work. I mean, I just get the very real sense that that really is not going to work. Then send this skyward. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. I know. I could be trying all of this with the Flying Junction mod. Oh, Stone Mare. I got over there, though. That's dramatic. Oh, if only I could get just a little bit more. I've got more run-up. Okay, we can do this. In fact, I could start elevating while still in the station. And that might work. Oh, okay, I'm excited to be a part of this now. Right, okay, here we go. Let's see. And it's a challenge, but I'm up to it. Let's allow them to accelerate a little at this point, up to. Yeah, let's really push the envelope and get them up to 60k. Because it snapped again to the end of the platform. That's a pity. That would be a platform that you would have. You would have architectural train spotting folk coming from miles around to kind of say, "Oh, you got to see this." They start creating a flying junction in the middle of the station. What madness! I know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm loving this. Be careful though, because you're playing with quite a lot of fire. If we pull this back a little. Then you know I'm going for the green steel bridge. You know it's coming. All right, I will allow anybody else to make a suggestion as to what. Actually, that looks quite appropriate. It's too modern. I admit that it's too modern, but it will suffice for now. And more importantly, can I get a track through there? No chance. Not on your Nelly. There is zero chance I get a track through there. Okay, well, what's the alternative? Well, I don't see how there could possibly be one, because that's coming in, you see. So there's just no way you get that to work. Oh, really? But I've made something pretty. Yeah, okay. I mean, there's no need to give up on it yet. There's the green steel bridge, look. Does that actually buy us more of an opportunity? Or I could possibly... If I don't get terrain alignment collision going through there, which I'll definitely get terrain alignment collision. You could squeak the track under there. Although, saying that, I don't think it's tall enough. Which means that if I'm going to have any hope of this working, we have to get a bit further out. Yikes. Or we come back in a bit. Keep the escalation in altitude. You don't seem to be escalating the altitude there. There we go. Right. Keep the altitude escalation going on. That's quite severe escalation. But I guess it's necessary. You know what? If I just let's place this bit and see if I can get a track around the outside, and if we can, then we'll continue with this as a notion. Do we want it to just be made out of concrete? No, I don't think we do. I think we want pillar supports and what have you. All right, leave that there, and then let's see if this fails at the first hurdle when it comes to actually getting this track down the side. It is not failing at the first hurdle. That's interesting. Okay. All right. And this one, obviously, I've got all the room in the world to wiggle that around however I see fit. All right. That's interesting. And then if we split this off a bit more, there we go. And then we bring this back again. Let's give it 100 to play with now. I tell you, the quest for interesting track layouts makes for quite a heady adventure on a regular basis. Now then, what do we got here? That's looking adequate. Now then, let's change the speed here to 80. Whip it over there. Everybody is chuffing pleased. It is quite high. But actually, when you look at the gap to the electrification, it is quite high. Okay. Let's not build that. Let's not build that. If I delete this back ever so slightly, I don't think it's going to let me. Alright, no, maybe we get away with it. Right, then back onto here. Whiz it round over there. Talk to me in a language that I'm happy with. That's the one. That is the one. That's fan-flippin-tastic. Yep, okay, that's it. Sold. Happy. Sell it to me. I've bought it already. You don't need to sell anything. Right, do that. Yep, still happy. Ruddy, ecstatic, pal. Great. Smashing. Now, does the Shanghai goods train come out this way? No, it doesn't. It comes through here. Well, where the heck does that come from? Oh, I see. Oh, okay. All right, fine. All right, splendid. So we then let's switch to targeting compute. No, switch to regular track, and then hook all of this up, and then we can relax. All right. Okay, hook all of this up. I appear to have decided that electrification is a thing that we now subscribe to on here. You know. I'll tell you what. Let's do it from here. So if we get rid of that signal. Sorry, signal. You're just in the wrong place for this particular mission. And then take off one side there. How does that look? That looks okay, but you are bending the wrong way. Okay. Yep. Good. And then the other side as well, like so. Then you've got a bit of two-way connectivity there that should avoid disrupting anything at all, probably. And then we'll whiz you around here and connect onto there. How does that look? Looks pretty dandy, although I'm not entirely sure why we've got quite the gully we have there. Still gully. Is it because... It is because. Right, okay, well, stop doing that. There we go. Keep it on the flat. There you go. 91. That's fine. Given that it's accelerating at this point, that's absolutely fine. And we'll spin that around there, like so. That's a slightly uncanny corner, unless it's just a trick of the... No, that's a slightly uncanny corner. I don't mind it. And then we will do the same with the other side, and then we'll put a set of points on just before the bridge. I tell you, this is a piece of engineering and a bit. This one, love it. There we are. Take it. There we are. It's not the fastest thing you're going to see, but it is quite dramatic. Up and over and in. Brilliant. Now then, can we make this one look equally majestic? Here, find me 80 or 60 poles. If you don't terrain alignment collision, oh look at that! You've even managed to shave some of the side down, which makes this look even more precarious. Excellent. Nothing that a couple of trees won't fix, I reckon. All right, yeah, I'm pleased with that. That's madness. I like it. The only question I have is whether I have any trains that are requiring to hit both this side and that side. Because if I have, well, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? Right, okay, now then, the arguably greater task of hooking up this lot. You may well find yourself being turned round shortly. Don't panic. Right, now then, 60, I think was what we were talking about as an approach. 60, there we go. Now then, yeah, no, that's not doing what I was expecting. Yeah, see, that's too much curvature. No, it's not though. Construction's not possible. Oh, you're having a hatred moment. Well, don't. There you go. See, everything's better. There we are. Do a bit of that. Now, I am going to need to do something with points, obviously, in order to allow things to get back out again. Stick that on there. Hook it up onto the station, or the station approach at any rate. Get you onto that one. Has that connected? Yes, it has. Just to let you know, your foundations might not be quite as stable as they once were. Hope your insurance continues to cover you. And then, for my next trick, what do we want? Well, I guess if we just line all these up normally, and then we compare, we look at which routes are completely broken as a result of my tinkering around, then we can put in points that make everything work again and everybody happy. And they'll appoint me the Lord Mayor of Krakow, and I will ride around in my my mayoral wagon. Stagecoach, I think I'll go for. Alright, I've got something there that's causing a little bit of discontent. Possibly these signals. In fact, stuff for signals. We'll move those around in a moment. Construction's not possible. It is. Yeah, it's possible. You're just having a funny moment. There we are. Let's get rid of that. And that. And then let's try it again. Don't fight me any further, though. It would not be in your best interest. Go as far as there, and come back the other way. No. And go back this way. Yes. Excellent. And you, right, there you go. You come out this way. Now, I don't know which way the... Well, actually, I could take a pretty good stab at which way the goods train needs to go. In fact, no, it doesn't matter, because I've got an in and out with points already set up for it, because I almost thought ahead. I'm going to describe it as thinking ahead. There we go. Look, we've got that as well. Well, there we go. There's a whole bunch of track happening, and I've got 3 trains that are now perplexed. It was on 10 up until very recently. So what do we got? The Europe Central Balloon, the Orient Express. Now then, where does that go? Let's fix this first. It's not because I've got locked in platforms. Can't get from Shanghai to Krakow. Well, that's a lie. Right, you come in this way. Yeah, you're going down there. For some reason it's doing that 2-way, which it shouldn't. You spin round up here. Yeah, this so far so good. Why are you not going on the correct side of the track on the way back out again? Must be down to the points or signals. I imagine I've got a one-way signal. Yeah, see, got one-way signals on there. Okay, so you come whizzing back up here. You take the death-defying under transport route effort thing there. Come in here, pull in a platform X. Apparently 2 and 4 is what it wants to use. So if we change this one to, I don't know, which is 2? Platform 2. Oh, all of a sudden it's happy. Comes in a platform 2, whizzes out the other side, and merrily swooshes on its way to destinations new. Hooray! Okay, that's fixed. Alright, what's your problem, Balloon Central? You're also coming in that way. And then where do you want to go? So you go from Krakow to Barcelona. Well, you've come in on the wrong platform there, Gov. You want to use the newly established platform 3. Like that. Okay, that wasn't what I expected at all. Alright, Krakow, yeah. Barcelona, yeah. Dortmund, then from Brussels. From Brussels? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Brussels is up there. And then you're going to come in on this way somewhere or other. Now I don't. That's a double. That one isn't. Okay, right. Well, that's what we need to. That's what we need to fix up. These ones can't be doubled because the angle's too acute. So what we'll do is we'll do it immediately after that. We'll use standard track to avoid upsetting absolutely everything. Do it about here, I reckon. So you need to get over. Let's not electrify this to keep everything sane. Whack that one over there. Possibly. Possibly. Yes. Yeah, that could still work. Right, and then we'll do a parallel one that goes over here, and we'll double up on the old slipperoo on all of that. Is that actually accomplishing anything useful? Yeah, I think it is. Well, it's accomplishing something, whether it's useful or not. TBC. So Krakow. So you're coming in from Brussels, and you need to hit platform 3. All right, so there's platform 3 down there. You're coming in from Brussels up here. Let's check where it comes into at Brussels. Alright, you come rocketing through, following another insane... this is clearly a rather mad junction series that I've got going on here. Okay, so you come in through here, and you're kind of whizzing down here like you mean it. Flying down, rock and roll, here we go. Now then, you then have the opportunity to go wherever you ruddy well please. You've got all 4 of these to choose from. Let's check for one-way signalling. Nope. You can go whichever way you like. So you've got this one or this one. So let's say you're coming in on here. You then swoop round on here. In fact, you don't even have to swoop round on there. You could stay on and get off at the next one. You're just being difficult for the sake of it. And then how do you get round onto 3? You get round onto 3 by Okay, by That's where your problem lies. So if we slip that one and we slip this one, I don't think that helps me. No, it doesn't, because you end up over here. Alright, doesn't help me at all. Okay. But wait. Didn't you just say that they could take this set of tracks here? They can take this set of tracks here. In which case, all you need to do is do the same again. Oh, okay. I like that. That's going to look quite appealing. It does have the chance to look quite appealing, certainly. You know, so if you put that over there, this is all quite perilous, you understand, because there's quite a lot going on here. There you go. See, fixed it. And then while we're about it, we'll do that. Go on. I'm going to have to do this by feel. I can't see anything. There's a train in the way and flipping electrification and all sorts. Where's the enemy point section? No, that's electrification you're looking at. Where are you? Have I even connected to the right track? No, you haven't. You want this one. That's why it wasn't snapping. There you go. Something like that. Alright, yeah, that looks like it's got legs and knees and toes. Knees and toes. Okay, right, good. So that now works. You're happy. Good. Train on. Train 72. Who are you? Oh, you're just completely perplexed as to what's going on now, aren't you? You were on the central balloon. You've got a new friend behind you. And you now have no concept of how you're going to complete your little route. Okay, well, tell you what. Look, let's unpause. Let's tell you can go. Oh, you seem to have got an idea. It's probably the wrong idea, but good luck anyway. All right, let's close some of this down and then see what's occurring. You're paused at the moment. There you go. Take the front end off the mallard. Perfect. You might have some difficulty coming out the other side, though, Gov. I'm not entirely sure you can get where you want to go. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to come into there and you're going to go, oh, I made it. Finally, everybody's happy. Hold on a moment. What's he going to do? Is he going to go up the middle? Oh, get in. Excellent decision. They decided to skip Krakow and go straight on to Barcelona. Fantastic. And look at this. See, look, this is why it's going to be great. Because every time we come through here, assuming I actually have any goods trains, don't know. Now, I admit that the electrification is possibly makes all these steam trains a little anachronistic. But we're not too fussed about that, because this looks absolutely wonderful. Now the question is, once all of this has kind of settled down a little bit, let's have a look at who's using what. Oh, hold on, we need a bit of road there. Let's get that fixed as well. Small street, there you go. Now, connect. I'll take it at an angle because I realise you're going to fight me if I try and do anything else. There we are. Okay, right, good. We'll stick some buffers on there when we come around to do a bit of decoration. I'm hoping there's enough room for some buildings to kind of readmit themselves. But if not, you can see the cranes are already out, so we should get a replacement for some of those housing blocks. I like it. Arguably, that's a little too slow. I freely admit that. Also, I can see exactly what's happening here. This train here is currently giving way to this one. Yeah, well, that won't do, will it? Let's put a signal here, and we'll put one there as well. That should release the... Oh, look at this. This is is this 4 trains going on here, or just 3? Just 3, but they're doing all of it. Everything's happening. It's all go all over the place. There you go. Yeah, love it all. Love it all. All this is going to be brilliant once we're running electrics, of course, because then the catenary will actually make some sense. And I appear to have got quite a nice kernel cam shot going on here. Let's catch them up a little bit. Right. Oh, this is the sights and the sounds. What's going to happen here? Are you going to stop? Can't help but think they apply the brakes a little on the late side. Terrific. There we go. Right, that's working-ish. Let's see what else is going on up here at the moment. Now then, here was the last thing that I was going to do on here. Is if we now pull up the eyeball, let's have a look at who's using what. Okay, so quite a lot of trains have decided, I'm scared, Mommy. I'm going to pull in a platform 1 because I don't understand what's happening. Well, that would be the wrong thing to do. Actually, it might also be the only thing you can do. Oh, knickers. Right, Pink. Who is Pink? She's a popular singer from the Americas. Oh, good. Now then, are you a through? No, you're not. Your Krakow is your end of line. So let's have you coming into the newly fashioned platform, whatever that is. Let's try 8. No, that was Brussels. Oh, heck. It was on 5 at Brussels. Don't do that. You'll ruin everything. Let's try 6. Okay, it can do 6. It's happy with 6. Yes? I'm not so keen on it being two-way down there, though, you know. I'd rather have one lane in and one lane out. Because anything else is just going to lead to hell on toast. Maybe, this is chancy, if I, well, firstly, get rid of, no, keep that. This, make it one way. Broken it, good. And then this one, we're going to have to make that one way as well. I'm going to stick this signal on, just for the sake of breaking things for the moment. Hold on a moment. There you go. You are now also one way. Is that a bad idea? What do we got? We've got one broken line, and that's the one that I'm working on. So that's adequate. You've also got this lot going on here that suddenly doesn't feel like it's being used. What colours have we got going through? Actually, not that much at all. And there's a thing. This is the goods line, or is it? No, it's not. No, it definitely does use. Or does it? Hold on a moment. Does my new fangled goods route even come this way? Arguably, I could have asked this question a little earlier. Because at present, it really doesn't look like it does. Alright, so there's the Orient Express, which is doing its in and out there. Then you've got the Krakow Transcontinental, which is yellow. Which is attempted to come in on there. Right, so I want to move that. Pink can't get back out again, so we're going to want a set of we're going to want a crossover here. Alright, what did I say we were doing at this point? 60, wasn't it? For the sake of argument, let's say it was. So if I do a bit of that, there may be a little too much curve on here, but let's hope there isn't. Well, whether there's too much curve or not is largely irrelevant, because there's a problem with that one. Trust me, once I've got all this figured out, it's going to be brilliant. Totally brilliant. And some of these that currently terminate out here, later on, will turn into passing services instead. Alright, so maybe my points are going to have to sit out here. I don't really want to make a very shallow diamond, but sometimes that's what it takes. Because I don't want to kill all my queuing space. You see, I've got quite a marvellous amount of queuing space here now. I could definitely get a train in there, which is probably a good thing, given it's a station. There we go. Put that in there, and let's run a set of signals here. Yeah, that shouldn't be blocking any junctions at that point. Right, okay, that's pink fixed. Let's have a look at yellow. Okay, right. Krakow, Brussels, Dortmund, Wolverhampton, Barcelona. That should be a loop. It is. It's the Spinwood loop. Right, why are you now backing up on yourself? Step 1, don't do that. Step 2, instead of going into platform 1, as you currently appear to be trying to do, go to platform 3. There you go. Now everybody does that correctly. Hold on. Where's yellow going now? That's not yellow. That's bright green. I do have minor colour blindness. Just FYI. Right, there you go. That's fixed. Okay, then we want the Widdershins, which is using this dirty tan colour. If we tell this one to use platform 4. Hey, look at that. Although not. What the heck just happened? Krakow, Barcelona. Krakow, Barcelona. Oh, you've done this the wrong way around, that's why. Okay, right. So you do 3 here, right? Broken. Obviously. Why is it... Is this the same... Is this the same brown... I'll tell you what, let's colour you in... what have we got available? Let's do you black. That's a different line. Okay, right. So, you are now unable to get to your proper route. This doesn't make sense to me. Because Barcelona's the next one round that way. If you're doing a loop, then you should be happily flowing through in this direction. Barcelona 3 is... I tell you, I love unpicking routes after I've broken them all. Alright, where's Barcelona 3? It could be that one, couldn't it? Barcelona. 1, 2, 3. I have no idea. Tell you what, close that off. Then we'll see what it's actually trying to do. Okay, right. Barcelona 3 is not going to work for you, friend. Come in on Barcelona 4, 5, 1. Any one of those numbers is going to be more effective. That one? There you go, Barcelona 1. Alright, I'm going to continue following this round now because I don't trust anything. Yes, that's all good. Right, which means that if I've looked at Widdershins and that's now happy, I should go and have a look at Spinwood and make sure that's doing the right thing, because I've possibly sent it on a duff route. And you will know the duffness of the route by the queuing of the trains. That looks fine to me. Definitely going to need some more signals, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'll worry about it when we start to see where the queuing is occurring. So that was... Tilt, man, tilt. Europe, Spinwood. Right. Kill off everything but that. You need to be going the other way. So, from Brussels 3 to Krakow. No, from Krakow to Brussels 3. So you want to be going on line 4? Yes. Okay, so from 4, you come out this way to Brussels. Yeah, you're still going this way. Okay, yeah. And then, after Brussels, you pass through Brussels, barely pausing for breath. Yes, you have chosen an appropriate platform. And then you head into Dortmund, whizzing through Germany, and then you're up to Wolverhampton, and you come back from Wolverhampton, and we're heading down towards Barcelona. Yes. You're hanging out there for laughs. Good. You're sitting there, you're sitting there, you're sat there too, this one's sitting there, something's broken. Come through Barcelona, and you come out this side. This is all, no, hold on, that's not the route I would have preferred you to take. Come out to Barcelona, you're on the wrong platform, right. Okay, come into Barcelona on platform this one. Let's say 2. There you go, that's it, you're now absolutely perfect. In every conceivable way. Okay, good. Now then. I know we're going to have to go and unpick that in a moment. Anybody else doing anything that I fear is wonky? At least 2 more wonky lines. Alright, it's another yellow line. And except this one is actually yellow. So Sioux Falls, Indianapolis, Krakow. Right, okay, that's going into the wrong platform. Let's give you number 5. Good. Do I have 2 yellow lines? Holy mackerel. This one's going, yeah, I'm going everywhere. Woohoo! I'm going to go around the world to make this work. I applaud your enthusiasm for world travel. However, that is not what we want to see. So you've got to get back out over this way. And then in this way as well. So I thought I had that sorted. No, you've got going the other way sorted. Well, that's a tragedy. Oh, I'm about to lose my queuing space. Or am I? Yep, your queuing space is about to go for a Burton there, old son. So, we're going to need to whiz, what are we looking at? These 2 here, over onto those 2. Oh well, we lived the dream there for the briefest of times, and now the dream is but a memory. Right, you get over there. Go on, go on, go on, go on. That's it. Right, yeah, see, that's fixed it. And then you get over onto this one. No, no, no. That should be it. There you go. Yep, that's what you should be doing. Okay, well, it was a beautiful dream, which is now over, but now fixed. Next. What are you there, Tan Train? The Europe Central Balloon Reverse? Could be. Yep, there we go. Right. Krakow, Brussels, Dortmund, Barcelona. Really? How is this still in operation? This is the Euro loop. Minus Wolverhampton. Are you making me money? Yes. Then keep doing what you're doing. Right, so Krakow to Brussels. Yep. To Dortmund. Yeah. To Barcelona. Right, okay. It's going to be Barcelona that's thrown this off. Possibly Krakow as well. Right, so at Barcelona, what do? You get very confused and double back on yourself. I am aware there are problems here. It's going to be trying to get into Krakow 1 that's the issue here, isn't it? So we're going to want you to come in. If you're coming from Brussels, then I want you in Krakow 3. No, Krakow not 3, different one. Really? How in any world is that 3? There you go. That's 4. Yeah, that's not what I was expecting. And yet, it does appear to be correct. It should have been what you were expecting, because that's the right answer. Let's just check this round ever so briefly. Yep, that appears to be absolutely as intended. You're not doing anything weird or unusual or would get you into trouble with the law. And therefore, I'm all in favour of it. Yep, okay, good. I think that... I'm not going to use the word working. Working is too strong a word. I think what we have here is something that is plausible. See, two routes, one each, and then one each way. That looks right. Okay, let's go and see why everybody's confused in Barcelona. Right, then, come on. Hello there. Now, I imagine you are not the cause of this problem. I imagine me monkeying around with routes is the cause of this problem. How are you? You're waiting for a free path. You're on the right side of the track. Therefore, everything is fine. Hello, Autosave. It's been a while. Welcome to the party, pal. In your own time. As it suits you. We'll keep them waiting. You know, they're on the edge of their seat, possibly, or they've dozed off. Either way, it makes precious little difference. Here is a goods train, which might be the problem. Where are you trying to get to? Show me your route. You're trying to thread through there. Okay, well you should be able to go, shouldn't you? Alright, why can't you go? You're also waiting. Whom are you waiting for? I'll tell you what, let's sling an extra signal or two on here, just to get this lot moving. Right, and we'll see if that unclogs the drain. Thank you. Go on, anybody moving? Anybody? Nope. Now, the good news, such as it is that I did say that I would probably have to be tweaking this at some point. Right, let's put a signal here and see if that gets this train moving. What do you know? It's got a train moving. Thank you. Also, just FYI, it's a real disappointment to me that you've chosen to come this route, because I built you really something marvellous that comes this way, which I think is actually a less trafficked piece of track, and it gets you onto this, which has no passenger freight on, no passenger freight. Silly man. No passenger usage. So what if I were to, after freight interchange, what if we were to stick this as a waypoint? I mean, obviously it's going to work. But you see, by getting big, long, fat trains like this one out of the way for a little while, we have the very real possibility that it helps unclog some congestion, while at the same time delivering on what will be an incredibly attractive screenshot machine. All right, you look confused there, pal. What's your problem? You're waiting for a free path. Okay. You're not waiting for a free path. You're going. Have I fixed everything? Really? It was that goods train that was causing the problem? Okay, then. Alright. Then why have we still got problems up here? Who are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? What the hell has gone wrong here? Alright, where are you trying to get to? Red. Okay, fine. The issue that we have come across here is that the train is too ruddy long. Right. I see. Okay, well, we can probably remedy that. Let's apply pause just for a moment or two. Let's get rid of all of that. Yeah, I know, the train's disappeared. Don't worry, it's still there, still getting in the way. And then we'll just plop in a bit of track here and make that all happy again. That's very funny. How about you do something like this? This is a really, really awful idea. Is it though? Yes, it's an awful idea. You should rebuild this properly. And not... Okay, I'll allow you to do a budget fix for now, just in order to get these jokers moving again. Don't electrify it. But you're coming back here soon, right? Because this is no way to repair the problems with your railroad. Or railway. Whatever it is you're trying to fix, it is no way to fix it. Let's put another signal on there. No. That's an awful idea. Unpause. You get yourself that. You know what? You're going to take so long to get up to speed. I'm going to activate the afterburners. Right. You'll now. Where are you going? Yo. Hello. Hello. Your route doesn't go that way. Don't know where you think you're going, but it's all wrong. You're waiting for a free path. I don't know where you think you're going. Because this is neither Brussels goods... Where the hell are you going? No, this is terribly bad. Turn around. I mean, it can't be any... It can be worse, obviously. Shouldn't be worse than it already is. Let's put a... I'm going to have to rebuild all of this. Yeah, let's get that out of the way a little bit. Go on, you can go. I'll allow it. Look, there are signals up here and everything. All right? How about we turn you around, and then you go. Negative on the going there. Oh, you flipping stupid train. Is the train stupid, though, or is it the track? I think it might be the track, mightn't it? Right. Look, I fixed it for you. I built you something that we in the trade call bespoke. How are you doing? You're okay. Where are you trying to get to? I imagine you're trying to go the same way, aren't you? You're trying to go on light blue. All right. Well, why can't you? Because there's a train in the way. You surprise me. Where are you going? You're trying to go on purple. All right. What's your problem? Look, there's a signal here. You should be able to. You should be able to get that far. Maybe if I apply my whiz it around, you'll get the message. You're not getting the message. Okay, who's in your way? Oh, hold on. It's all right. I figured it out. This train is too long. All right. Well, we can actually. I can fix that. Just through the careful application of some signalling. I love it when it goes wrong. Oh, it's so satisfying. There we go. There it is. That's the one. Alright, I'm going to say that you're now working. I'm going to say that you are possibly working. Hold on, no, we've stopped again. Alright, kill off those. I'm fascinated to see what's going to happen next. Can you actually turn around? You can't turn around! Oh, okay, right, freeze. Alright, okay, that's a problem. Oh no, I fixed it, because I put this in. Okay, right, okay, it's all good. It's all good, don't worry, nobody panic. Starting to sound like Stegs now, and that's not a good sign. Because Stegs says nobody panic when everybody should realistically be panicking, because he's made a complete hash of the entire situation. Right, there we are. Okay, that's moving. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Go on, okay, alright, who are you waiting for? Yep, okay, yeah, certain amount of chaos going on up here. What are you waiting for? Where are you going to now? Brussels Goods Development. You're going up there. I just built you a new set of points. How about if I put a signal right there? There you go. That's got you moving forward a little bit. Get that out of the way. Which I appreciate is a health and safety thing, but it'll unplug these ones. Who's broken? Train 29. Oh, I'm looking at train 29. There's a shocker. Train 81. Okay. Alright. Well, I would say they were too far apart to be having a Mexican standoff at this point. Back to 29, because you are the name for my pain. Right. You need to be going up the other side of the track here. So, I can fix that by stick a signal there, and then make that one way. I am the transport maestro. As much as I made this mess in the first place, I did just unfix that by unfix it. Yeah, there you go. A kernel failure unfixing. That's what we all like to see. And as long as you can now get on your way, everything should start working, sort of. But clearly some work is needed in this area. Anyway, I've been around for ages today. You've had more than enough. I don't want to give you too much of a good thing, but I will give you quite a lot of this. I've been Colonel Failure. Thank you very much for watching. This looks like a train wreck waiting to happen. Nope. Sorry, passenger pal. You're just going to have to wait for this heavy goods train that is running completely empty. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on whatever goes wrong next. I think that junction is going to have to be the next to grab my attention. Meanwhile, look at this. Krakow is repopulated in no uncertain terms. There are passengers waiting for every single line. That's a very good sign. Who's this here? They're European Spinwood. This junction should... I'm probably going to need to just have a retweak of the approach here to get the hold on. Is that it's not broken. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, to get the points just done a bit better, because they've been put in a just make it work kind of a way, which is always a temporary measure. I know you're all going to scoff at me for saying something was temporary, but yeah, it tends to be a temporary measure. And then here comes that train again. Look, no, this is clearly a different one. This one's actually got stuff on board. This is going to make a fortune. How you been doing making money so far? Not quite enough. If ever there were a candidate for first big boy, I mean, maybe it's that particular route. Anyway, the big boy next time round with a little bit of track rebuilding and then something else. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss it, and chuck a like at this one if you had a good time. You're a glutton for punishment if you had a good time, but I know you like that kind of thing. I'll catch up with you very soon. Thanks for watching. Cheerio!